Heya and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. Today I would like to show you the huge impact that companions have on the creation of our characters. With the release of Mod 16, augment companions are now affected by our bonding rune stones, and thus enabling them to give significantly more stats than they used to in mods prior to 16. So now, if you look at maxed out bonding stones with equivalent companion gear, you can see that the companion will give a total of 60% of the overall player's stats. And therefore, it is vital, it is absolutely vital as a new player in Neverwinter, as soon as you hit level 80 and you start building up your character, make sure you concentrate on upgrading your bonding rune stones. These are the rune stones here that basically give you the effect of Companion's Gift, granting you a percentage amount of the companion's stats. As you can see here, a rank 15 bonding will give you a total of 70% of the companion's stats, as they are, as you see here. So with 3 of them, you're getting a total of 210% more of your companion stats. Therefore, if you look at all these stats that your companion is granting you, except for HP, and you multiply all these stats by 3.1 because of the 210% from here, and you also get your 100% from the stats already. And therefore, you're gaining, like, let's say my crit avoidance is just over 20k there. I'm gaining just over 60k critical avoidance just from my companion. If you look at my stats currently I have basically all the ratings you generally need for tanking within the new dungeon, the Infernal Citadel. And now, if I dismiss my companion, now look at my stats. They absolutely plummet. I'm now looking at around 30k for most of my stats, and even less. I have a bit more armor penetration because I mainly get it from my rings. It is insane by how much you are affected by your companion. So without my companion, there's no way I'll be getting into any of the high-end dungeons or endgame content at all. Therefore, I cannot stress this enough, that upgrading your bonding runestones and your companion to gain more of its stats is a vital process and something you should prioritize very early on when building your character, along with getting the appropriate companion gear that you need. Currently, I'm using the companion gear that I need for tanking. This is what I have currently available and what fits with the current gear that I'm running. For you, it may be entirely different depending on what gear you can get and what companion gear you have available to you. Generally, as soon as you've hit level 80 and you've gone through all of Undermountain, finished the campaign, you will have unlocked Master Expeditions. And in Master Expeditions, this is the key to gaining all of this high-level companion gear. And this is definitely something you want to be striving for. Okay, so when beginning the creation of your character, I would not worry about your companion overly too much. I would pick up the initial companion quest and just choose one you like and level it up. Don't spend any astral diamonds on it to rush it or anything, and just level up through the zones. However, you will not run into any companion gear along your way, so you may want to look on the auction house and perhaps purchase a set to go with your companion to boost those stats. This will help you get through content easier. However, as soon as you hit level 80, what you really want to do is grind out these bonding rune stones. What I do recommend is looking on the auction house, seeing which is most worth your money. While leveling your character, you could purchase rank 8s or rank 9s. However, as soon as you hit level 80 and start becoming serious about running all the other content within Neverwinter, and especially moving up to dungeons like Lair the Mad Mage and even trying to progress onto Infernal Citadel and even Tower of the Mad Mage, you definitely want to have at least rank 13 bindings. So what I suggest is that you farm your daily rough Astral Diamonds, getting that 100,000 a day, and just save that up and spend that all on these bonding runestones. Also work on getting a augment companion. Ideally get the one best in slot for your class. Look at different builds online and figure out which ones they suggest. Also, if you're on a tight budget, you may just want to take the cheapest augment companion out there. Also, take into effect the cost of upgrading companion. From green to blue, it's like 250k. From blue to purple, it's 500k. From purple to legendary, it's 1 million. So make sure you consider into that fact, and you may want to actually just buy a purple augment companion, rather than spending more AD in the future. On another topic, if we step aside from our summoned companions, you can see we have these 5 slots here, and a 6th in fact here as well. These 5 slots will be where you can slot the passive power of a companion. You can see here when you look at a companion, they will have, you can see here, the player bonus, and you'll also have its stats and powers. When you slot this companion as passive, you can see here it has a requirement of a utility slot. Basically this will increase your power. It also has this enhancement here, which will be put into this selection here. You'll be able to just choose one of these. It will also depend on your role, and then you'll have all your other companions here. It is a rather huge investment, and it is an investment you cannot take back. Once you input the investment, there's nothing you can do to pull back. It's not like upgrading an enchantment. Oh, I can always just sell the enchantment and get my money's worth back. With companions, they're bound to your character. You can't do anything about it. Once you spend the AD on them, you've spent them. So make sure you think carefully before making an upgrade or a purchase. Make sure you've looked through all the different builds and figure out what's best for you. Upgrading all these companions to legendary is not a priority. At epic rarity, that's purple, they will basically give you most of the stats you will need. I'm fairly sure I can cap most of my stats for Tower of the Mad Mage with, let's say, a purple augment companion. As you can see here, here's a purple companion, rank 35, and it's also an augment companion. You can see a drop in the stats that it's giving me. However, if you actually look at my stats, for Tower of the Mad Mage, I'm not looking too bad at all. I'm still capped on most of my stats. In fact, I am only missing accuracy that I had previously capped. I'm only missing 1.3k or something. So you can see there, upgrading to legendary is not a priority. It's something you would do at the very end. Same with all of these. You don't need to upgrade them to legendary. They cost freaking 1 million each to upgrade to legendary. It's not something I would consider doing. However, I would consider purchasing all of these on epic. You can see here the companions that I have slotted. By no means take the ones that I've slotted unless you're running a tank. These all give bonus to HP, and as a tank, that's kind of what you want. More HP, more survivability, more hits you can take. As a DPS, you want to be taking passive companions to slot here that will boost your DPS. So I think that kind of wraps up the video and shows how vital companions are when upgrading your character. It's something I would consider looking at as soon as your character hits that level 80 mark and you're ready to start getting into the actual game and into party content where you have to carry your weight and do your part. I hope the video has been clear and informative. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. If you liked, please leave a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing. And goodbye for now.